Hello my people and welcome to the top 5 scares part 2. If you remember when I did the top 5 scares part 1, I said that there was actually a 6th scare that was going to get its own later on. But then as I started thinking about different things, there's way more than just 6 times that I've been scared. There's so many. And so we're doing another top 5 because it's Halloween. That's, you know, it's rah, scare time. And so let's roll. For those of you who've been with me long enough to have seen the top 5 scares, I'm wearing the same costume today. I thought it'd be a nice throwback with the same shirt that says "Hello my people" in white. It's on the website. You can go check it out. It's a great thing. Also, if this is your first time here, subscribe. Click the subscribe button. You know, just join the tribe. Come along with us. Come play. It's a great time. And the like button. Thumbs up. Click the thumbs up. Don't abandon the thumbs up. It's right there. It's literally just scroll up, click. Oh, done. Done. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Counting backwards to build suspense like a time bomb. Number 5, the corn maze. A while back, I was dating a girl who lived in Portland, Oregon, and I went to visit her, and we decided we were going to go to a corn maze. Now, this particular corn maze had 2 separate mazes. One that was nice, just maze. Just walking around the maze, you got to make your way from point A to point B. The other one was scary maze, and that was where people grabbed you and drug you out into the corn and like left you there, or like, I don't know, hit you with corn. I don't know. But as we were walking up, fully intending to only venture on point A to point B maze without any scariness attached to it, we noticed that there's a giant, I'm not kidding, 10 feet tall. He's like 10 feet tall statue, and he looks kind of like a Grim Reaper, and he's just standing there like this, and he looks like a statue. Oh, come, here's our scary maze. You come join us. You come to the scary maze, yes. And that was all fine until we got to the 6-foot point, at which point he took a step towards us and reached. Man. After a full body cavity flush, I regained my consciousness after seeing the Grim Reaper take a step towards me. I thought it was it. I thought he was coming. I thought the time was here. Ridiculous. If you have been with me for any period of time, you know that I talk about my friends, Josh, Ryan, Ben, Brian, all those guys. Grew up with them. They were my homies. And we got into all sorts of awesome types of situations and fun things. Josh and Ben were pretty straightforward, and you knew what you were getting with them. Ryan and Brian, on the other hand, though, they had a couple wires loose because they would do something and you'd be like, no, they're not. They're doing it. Such an instance is number 4. I go over to my friend Josh's house. Coincidentally, that happened to be Ryan's house because they're the whole brother thing, you know. They tell me that Ryan and Brian are inside waiting till I get there to play ball. I go in, I say, hey fellas, I'm here, let's go play some basketball. Hey, come here real quick. They pull out a firework that's like a bottle rocket, and they show it to me. Big deal. Yeah, but check this out. Before I understand what's happening, Brian pulls out a lighter and lights the fuse. Ryan's holding the rocket right at me with this goofy looking smile on his face. My reply was the same as that as any other reasonable person on the planet, which was to scream at them and say, what do you think you're doing? And then run away. But then they follow me around the corner and I see them chasing me. So I run and I dive over the couch. As I land on the other side, I hear this giddy laughter, and come to find out they'd cut the bottom off and drained out all of the gunpowder. Ergo, no rocket fuel for said rocket. Real funny, boys. I don't say these things to say that I never did any scaring type things. I did certainly have my fair share of them. And number 3 happened at my own house. Let me just tell you, Ryan is there with a couple other guys hanging out with my brother in his room. My plan was to sneak around the house, hop the fence, and then go pound on their window and startle them from whatever it was they were doing. But it was dark outside and I hopped that fence, and you don't know terror until something can hunt you back. I land on the ground and I hear this. Dog's name was Blaze, and he was a hybrid Rottweiler Tyrannosaurus Rex. I swear he was crossbred with a horse because he literally was as tall as I was. His head was the size of like 2 of my heads, and it was like, imagine the Beast in The Sandlot before they realize how big the Beast is and they think he's like 10 times bigger. That's how big Blaze was, and Blaze comes around the corner, can't tell who I am because it's dark outside. And I go, Blaze, it's me, it's Matt. He starts to charge towards me, but he's also scared himself because he doesn't know what this is. So he's I'm a big dog. I'll bite your face off. And I'm like, but don't bite my face off because it's me. No, stop, wait, no. All of my commotion alerts my brother and his buddies. They open the blinds and they're just looking out the window laughing at me as I sit here and negotiate with the Dogosaurus. Eventually he got my smell or something. Oh, hey man, it's good to see you. I didn't know that was you. Okay, see you later. And while my scaring had been ruined, the scaring had been completed. Number 2, we are taking it back old school. One of the very first-person shooters ever made, Wolfenstein. Yes, Wolfenstein. I was playing it on the computer at my uncle's house. Now let me give you a little bit of a layout here. There was a basement. His office was in the back corner in the basement. 2 windows, one here, one here. But you could see up and out because the ground was kind of low. I am sitting in my uncle's office at 9 o'clock at night on a solo mission to take down the Reich. All right? You know what I'm saying? My Neben! I don't even know what that means. If you speak German and know what that means, if it means anything, it's from Wolfenstein. That's what he said. You killed the guy and he said, my Neben! It's my favorite. Dropping them left and right, finding the secret passages, doing what needs to be done. And then I get that feeling. You know what I'm talking about? Where someone's watching. You know, where someone is looking at you. And I kind of look behind me and there's nothing there and I'm just, something just doesn't. I mean, man, my hairs are standing up on my arm. I look up into the window and my heart stops. I see my uncle's face, but I'm so terrified. It takes me a minute to process who this is staring at me. And I turn around and I look behind me again because I'm thinking maybe his reflection is in the window because it's nighttime and you know when the light is on then it covers. You've got kind of a mirror situation going on, but there's no one there. And then the classic laugh that my uncle has comes roaring through, falls down outside, dying laughing at the terror that he just saw on my face. But to be fair, I was in a Nazi dungeon fighting my way out to safety. I was not prepared for psycho uncles to be staring through windows at me, right? You're with me, right? Last but not least, the number 6 story that I'd referenced before, and I saved this specially for Halloween. It goes back to my teenage years with Josh and Ben. Josh lived in this little cul-de-sac area, and if you walk down the way just a bit, there was an entrance to the canal. And we would routinely walk down there, go up and walk the bank of the canal, and then come back. Just go, talk, hang out, laugh. Before we had Facebook and Instagram and everything else, you would talk. You would walk with your friends and you would speak to them. You would have a conversation. It was fantastic. One night we said, hey, we're gonna go for a walk. You guys wanna go? And they said no, but Brian was real inquiring as to how long we were gonna be gone, and we didn't think anything of it as we left. As we got walking along the canal, we began to think about what he said, and we correctly guessed that he was going to go back and hide somewhere in the bushes as we were coming back. Well, we out-thunk him, and we just decided to walk all the way down to the block over, which is actually more than a block, probably like 3 or 4 blocks away, and then we'd have to walk another 3 blocks, another 5 blocks, and then it was a long walk. We were gone for a couple of hours, and this is way late in the middle of the night. About halfway through the walk, we very foolishly started talking about scary things and things that frightened us. For me, the list is quite long, and for the others, it wasn't as long, but like Ben doesn't like aliens, nor does he like the idea of being abducted by them. Josh doesn't like the idea of getting woken up out in the middle of the desert and not knowing where or who he is or any of that kind of stuff. I get scared of my shadow if he gets too ruckusy. And then as we're walking, we think to ourselves, why are we talking about this? All it's doing is freaking us out. We're walking faster, we're trying to get home, we're freaked out, we don't like this, and we decide that we're gonna talk about happy, more fun things. As we're walking down Linden Street at 1:30 in the morning, my friend Josh starts a sentence. The sentence he wanted to say was, it's amazing how fear can grip you. But as he got to the word grip, 5 houses away, a girl lets out a blood-curdling scream. I'm not talking, we heard some kids playing and they were like, ah, or whatever. No, it was like, right as Josh is in the middle of that sentence, and before he can get the word grip out, she screams. Now that by itself would have terrified me, but what actually took place scared me way more, because Josh, who was walking in the middle, body checks me right into the road. Had there been a car coming, I would not be having this conversation with you, because car versus man, kind of like car versus bike, it doesn't work out. Death Just death. Josh takes off as fast as he can. Ben, on the other hand, just stands there like, I am not ashamed to tell you, after being shoved into the road and seeing my friend take off, I followed very quickly. I got back to my feet and I began running. And then I realized that Ben wasn't with us. And I turned around and Ben's standing there. So I turn around and I walk back and I'm kind of looking at him like, what the heck just happened? Josh is gone. Now he did come back. He likes to make sure I tell that part of the story, that he did come back. But had evil won the day, he would have walked back to find no friends because he abandoned us in our time of need. Or at least my perceived time of, Ben didn't perceive, I perceived the time of need. We needed assistance and you ran away. The old joke, you know, if a bear attacks us, I don't have to be faster than him. I just gotta be faster than you. That was what he had. That was his mentality. Scallywag. And somehow, Ben was completely unfazed. I have no idea how that happened. Like, a woman yells in the middle of the night and Ben's just... I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy Halloween. Be safe out there. Have a ton of fun. I will see you next week. And as always, keep telling stories.